out in Africa, let me try that again. Out in Africa, South African Gay and Lesbian Film Festival. I did well, him. All right. It was launched in 1994 to celebrate the inclusion in the South African Constitution of the clause prohibiting discrimination on the grounds of sexual orientation. The festival set out to address the lack of visibility of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and intersex individuals in South African social and cultural life. The festival has organized 5 filmmaking workshops producing South African content. 22 short films have screened at over 52 international film festivals. It started on the 16th of this month. It's expected to end on the 27th of this month at various cinemas around the country. For more on this film festival, we are joined by its director, Nhlahla Ndaba. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much for having me.
I can only imagine when one looks back to 1994 when the film festival was launched, and you look at now, sitting in 2013, how this film festival has grown. Talk us through the progression.
It's been a work in progress. It hasn't been all fun.
No, I'm sure not.
Unfortunately, but we've grown so much that we have outreach festivals, satellite festivals that we do throughout the country. We go to rural, small towns. We go to Mafeking. We go to, last year we had the privilege of going to Gaborone to actually help them host a festival. We go to, all the small towns in the country to, increase visibility of the LGBTI community. Yeah.
So, I mean, when you look at some of the obstacles that you have faced along the way, talk us through some of it.
The biggest obstacle has been finance. We've had the unfortunate thing of being hit by, funders pulling out of the festival, especially the LGBTI sector. It was mainly affected, and obviously that had a knock-on effect on us as well. But we've had many challenges over the past, from screening venues. I remember the first time we screened a festival at a small town, and everybody, was treating us in such a, they were looking at us in such a, in very hostile manner. So it's been incredible. It's been a real journey, putting this festival together for all these years.
I can imagine. I mean, one sort of, you think we've come such a far way, and we have come a very, very far way. And yet there are still segments within communities that are just absolutely against this.
Absolutely. And, we need education. And the festival, creates a platform for people to be educated. But unfortunately, because it's termed, the South African Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, a lot of our heterosexual counterparts tend to think that it's limited to just that audience. But, the festival seeks to speak to every South African, The Constitution allows for gay and lesbian people to have rights. So it is only in their interest that they come through and learn a bit more about who we are and what we are all about.
Do you think changing the name perhaps might assist? Have you thought about that? Has that been a discussion?
It's been a brand that's been in existence for 20 years.
I suppose you're right.
It's very difficult to change the name now.
A brand that's out there and something that you don't want to readapt. But the fact is that exactly what you're saying. Some people feel isolated, maybe. Yeah, well, look, people need to get to a situation where it becomes normal to be, gay and lesbian. It shouldn't be frowned upon. It's been 20 years, at least legally in this country. So when are people going to change? When are they really going to ease up to us and accept us for who we are? And I suppose one way of doing that is through film and through the arts. The arts has always been one vehicle where we'll be able to speak our minds and see things that perhaps in real life we don't necessarily get to see. Talk us through some of the films that are on display there and some of the perhaps messages that come out of them.
Look, when we started the festival, it was more a political festival. It was more about letting people know who we are and that we are out there. But we've since moved into a more entertainment, genre of the festival, where films such as Blue is the Warmest Color, which won the highest prize at Cannes, from a jury that was headed by Steven Spielberg. So that's an amazing film to watch. We have films such as Out at Night, Out in the Dark, which is my personal favorite. It shows the intricacies of a relationship between these two young men, one Israeli and the other Palestinian, and it's set in Tel Aviv.
Wow, that must be incredible.
It's an incredible film. It explores how these two young men try to forge a relationship, you know, amidst what's happening in their country. We have an amazing film called Louise DeVille, Portrait of a Bad Girl, and she does very intelligent cabaret, burlesque performances, you know, very satirical and political. And she'll be doing those performances in she's already done performances here in Johannesburg. She is a guest of the festival, so she is in the country, all the way from Paris. And, you know, she's going to Cape Town today, and we'll be doing live performances in Cape Town.
That's amazing. I mean, I'm looking at some of the films that are on offer, along with the ones that you've mentioned.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of films from Germany, from France, from America. I mean, there's lots from America. But here I'm seeing the local films, which I'm sure are quite a highlight. And you've got these on the opening night as well. I mean, The Brave Unseen. Talk us through some of the local films.
The local films, you know, are a bit of a mixture. We have comedy, we have, you know, a bit of docudrama, and we have a very interesting film that was completely lost, and we found it, and that would be White Lies. But the most interesting of these films is The Brave Unseen, which really tackles the issues of hate crime. You know, we know that we live in a country where, you know, it's still being frowned upon when you're gay or lesbian, and a lot of lesbians are being attacked in the townships and everywhere else. And this film seems to, you know, seeks to address that and putting into light that, you know, killing somebody over their sexual orientation is a direct violation of the Constitution, and those people should be, you know, brought to book. And that's what that film touches on. It is one of my favorites of the festival, actually.
Amazing. So this is The Brave Unseen. Dwan Myburg, who's the director.
Yes.
So these are all the South African ones are the short films.
Yeah, they're the short films.
And it looks amazing. So let's talk about some details now. Where in Johannesburg? Where in Cape Town? In
Johannesburg, we're at Hyde Park, at the New Metro Cinema, and in Cape Town at the V&A Waterfront in.
Okay, at the V&A Waterfront, at the cinemas there.
Park.
Excellent. So it's on, I mean, I see this program here, which I'm looking through. So it's from the 18th to the 27th of October. Can we go online to have a look and make bookings?
Yes, absolutely. We also have filmmaking workshops. There's a guy who's going to be coming through, part of the festival guests, Patrick Shugman. He's got a film, Lose Your Head, which is a psycho thriller. And he's going to be hosting workshops on script writing in Johannesburg tomorrow and in Cape Town on Saturday. And people who are interested can actually send us an email, and we'll give them the details.
Great.
And,
give us the email address.
The email address is info@oia.co.za.
OIA.
OIA.
Okay.
.co.za.
Yes. Excellent. So covering all aspects of filmmaking and...
Yes. He actually wrote the script and directed the film. So, you know, he brings a lot of knowledge into, you know, into what it takes to actually create a very successful script.
Excellent. Well, it sounds amazing. Thank you for being with us, and good luck. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. There's some fabulous work out there. There really is. No matter what your affiliation is. Honestly, this is good stuff. www.oia.co.za. That's the website.
That's the website.
So you'll be able to see the schedules of the movies, read the synopsis, have a look at what you would like, and find out where you'd like to go in Johannesburg and Cape Town. V&A Waterfront in Cape Town. In Johannesburg, it's Hyde Park, and that's the New Metro Theatres in Hyde Park. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure speaking to you. And Nhlahla Ndaba, who's the director of the Out in Africa, South Africa Gay and Lesbian Film Festival.